housing market crash 2021. It's gonna happen around the corner. Everything's gonna go down. This is what we've been hearing for over a year now, yet it hasn't happened. Why? Because the market is not going to crash, and I'm going to tell you why in just a few concise steps. My name is Ariel Herrera with the AnalyticsAriel channel, where we bridge the gap between real estate and technology. Now, if you're looking for data-driven knowledge, please subscribe to our channel because that's what we're all about, as well as like this content if you want to see more things about current news. All right, let's get started. I recently came across this really awesome article from Clark.com called "Will the Housing Market Crash?" And I've never actually been on the site before. However, I really resonated with this article because they use factual data to support why the market will ultimately not crash. Before we dive into the reasons why, how come we've heard so much about a market crash today? We live in a time period that clicks equals money, and instilling fear drives a lot more views and a lot more clicks than not. And for AnalyticsAriel, we are entirely supportive of data-driven facts, not by promoting fear. And this article will show us exactly why the housing market will not crash. So Clark goes through several reasons using supply and demand as to why the housing market will not crash. So as we know, for basic economics, you need to have an even balance of supply and demand. If you have too little supply, then you're going to drive up prices. If you have very little demand, you're going to drive down prices. For example, if we're going to a Yankees game against the Red Sox, there's going to be a high amount of demand because it's a rivalry. So we're going to see likely ticket sales closing to the date to drive up, so to go from $50 to $100. Whereas if we're looking at a second tier baseball team like the Mets, and they're versing a team that no one really cares about, we may see the prices drop because the demand really isn't there to watch those two teams play. So reasons why the housing market demand is high. One, millennials entering the market. There is over 72 million Americans, which is the biggest generation in US history of those that are finally coming into one of their bigger spending years. A lot of this generation is entering their 30s, meaning they've grown into their careers for several years, and now they have purchasing power to go buy homes. But as we know, there's actually been a shortage of homes for affordable homes. So not only do we have this tremendous demand for millennials to purchase, but there's just not enough supply naturally for affordable homes to accommodate this. Next, they touch historically low mortgage interest rates. As of January 2021, the US hit a low record of 2.65% for a 30-year fixed mortgage, which is absolutely insane. By having a lower interest rate, you ultimately have lower payments, so you can afford more house. Then going into COVID-19's impact, COVID-19 drove a lot of us inside homes, inside four walls, in order to avoid public outings. And from this, a lot of people realized, oh wow, I don't want to live in my current property or my current rental. I need more space, especially if I'm working from home. So you have a lot of people who are looking to move up within the place that they are living in. Now, reasons that housing supply is low. One, home construction has been lagging for years. There are fewer homes being built compared to decades ago, which would show that there's a shortage. As well, lumber costs have skyrocketed. They have risen over 300% since April of 2020. This is going to make homes less affordable because now the material in order to produce these homes is higher. And the last reason they specify is seniors remaining in their homes. So a lot of these baby boomers and Gen Xers are staying in their homes rather than downsizing. So it makes less supply available. As well, in COVID-19, a lot of people were afraid to put their houses on the market, potentially contract the virus. So that also showed less homes on the market. So yes, things do go in cycles where supply will go up, supply goes down, things balance out. However, I truly believe based on these points, we're not only not going to see a crash, but a lot of these prices that we've been seeing are going to stay. So for example, the property that I've been in for about a year now in the Tampa area has comparables that have sold for over $50,000 above the price that I paid. And I do believe that this is going to stay. Maybe in the future, we won't have as many offers on a home, but I still think that demand is going to outpace supply. As of right now, a home may have 10 offers on it after it's only been on the market for a day or a day and a half. If you agree with these articles' points or have any other additional of your own, please do share in the comments below and we can start a conversation on where we see the market going. As well, if you like this type of content on recent news, please let me know by liking this video as well as subscribing to the channel. Thanks.